Hey guys, what's up? Zax here, and today we are here with the Korean Grand Prix in my F1 2013 Career Mode series. We are starting in 7th position in my Force India, and we're going to be aiming to beat Nico Rosberg and aim for a good result in this race so we can possibly get that Mercedes seat. It's going to be hard, and I think it's going to be a challenge because this Force India is alright around here, but still a good second or so at the pace. We outqualified the rest there again. Our qualifying was pretty good. I think the second session was intermediate conditions, so on the intermediate tyres. That was interesting, but we got through. The last session was dry, so I was able to capitalise on my pace. But I think in the wet, actually, I was a little bit faster. So we'll see what happens in this race. It looks like Vettel on pole from Alonso, and then a Mercedes there. I don't know whether that's Hamilton or whoever. Dressed down in 13th there. So I don't know, I've got the offset T-cam there. I'll switch back to this T-cam as this is the one I've been using all the time. 14 laps here in the Korea to settle who will win the Korean Grand Prix, and we'll have a look at the drivers table after this race. I think there's only 1 point separating the top guys. Let's go for a bit of a Gutierrez move down into turn 1. It was very bold in real life. He just went for a really good move, and we've done a similar sort of move. It wasn't very good, but there was nothing special about it, but we got the position. Think that Raikkonen's alongside us. I would move over, but he's right there, so we won't be doing that. Which the only reason I wanted to move over because then we have the slipstream. Let's duck back here. Is this Mercedes? This is Hamilton, so I don't know where Rosberg is. Well, I know that's not very legitimate, but we just got past a couple of cars there, and now up into P3. But Raikkonen with the much better momentum out the corner, trying to go around the outside. We hit the limiter, but nothing doing there. Raikkonen doesn't get back past us. So we've got worn tyres here. Can we get it back to lap 6? Can we get to that far into the race to possibly get some points? Would be a good thing to come out after the pit stop with points. But main aim really is just to finish here today and beat Rosberg. So I need to, like, Rosberg's P7, I want to be P6. I don't know where the rival is on the minimap. Is the blue dot? I didn't actually see a blue dot there, so I don't know what's happened to Rosberg. Ooh. Look at it, look right at the back, there's a blue dot, so Rosberg's obviously had some issues straight away in this race. He's down the grid. Raikkonen with an amazing move around the outside. We're not going to be able to emulate something as amazing like that, but slightly wider line into there should maybe get us a bit more speed, but the AI seemed really fast in a straight line. I don't know whether they're set up to be that way, but yeah. So Alonso's leading, Vettel second, Raikkonen third, Rosberg down in P20. I don't know what on earth's happened to Rosberg, but he is having a miserable time of it down the order there. And really, we need everything we can get because he won that last race. We finished, was it P4 or P5, something around there in Singapore. So we really need to aim to do better, but look at those tyres already. I was actually trying to avoid him there. I thought I was going a bit too deep, so that ended up being an avoidance more than a trying to gain a position there. But Hamilton looking to an outside move, will switch back to that side. Well, can we go all the way around the outside? Raikkonen's really slow through there, and we get him round the outside of Raikkonen and back up into P3. That was a nice move actually, I quite enjoyed doing that. But we really need to make sure we conserve these tyres, make sure we don't, destroy them before the end of the stint. And I'm starting to think about Season 2 here of F1 2013 Career Mode, what we're going to be doing. I don't know whether we're going to be showing full races or not. I don't really know what you guys want to see. But, the amazing support wants me to do full races if we can. Well, if we can, that's not the right word. If you guys want to see 50%, I'll probably end up doing them. It obviously will mean that they won't be every day, just because the videos will take so much longer to render out for me. It will probably end up taking like 3 hours to render. Now, I got my PC a couple of years back, like 2 years back, about 1.5 years back actually, and back when I got it, it was actually a really pretty good PC, but times change, and even a week-old computer now is really out of date, just the evolution of technology nowadays. So yeah, I'm thinking about updating some of the parts or something in my computer. But Rosberg down to P21. I don't know what's happening here today with Rosberg, but he's obviously not performing very well down in P21, which is pretty shocking for Mercedes driver. I don't even know where he qualified, wasn't paying attention. I thought it could have been him up the grid, but that was actually Hamilton, so can't ever seem to get that corner right. All this contact behind was Hamilton and Raikkonen, but Hamilton concedes the position after hitting into Raikkonen. So far this race has done quite well. Our race pace has actually been a bit better than expected. Qualifying looked, for me at least, like we were going to get absolutely dominated, but you know, we haven't done too badly actually. We haven't lost too much time to these guys in front. We haven't really lost time to the cars behind, so it's going to be interesting to see if we can get to this lap 6. Where's that blue dot on the minimap? I don't know what happened here. I probably pitted, to be perfectly honest. Maybe a couple of them pitted on lap 1 or something. So oh look, there's the blue dot. Going through like turn 3 now, so he's really far behind. And honestly, I don't think I can see Rosberg getting any points in this race unless he's going to make that one stopper work, which I really can't see working. Just because this track is really, it's not exactly low degradation here. You've got quite a lot of fast turns, which can really just kill the tyres. And yeah, I think it's not exactly the easiest on tyres here in Singapore. What am I talking about? Not Singapore, Korea. Not the easiest of things here in Korea. Go around there, pretty good, but now we've seemed to got the attention of Raikkonen and co. The last lap was a bit slower. Rosberg down at P21. They're all going to have DRS probably on me now. But you can see the car has evolved over this season. Remember back to Australia, the car wasn't very good. But we look back here right now and the car's doing some really good lap times. It's not just me as well, because obviously I sort of feel the difficulty's a bit easy, but I'm really worried about changing up to the next difficulty in this season. That's a mistake I made in my F1 2012 career mode, was changing mid-season, and it made the whole career mode a little bit boring. So I'm going to keep this difficulty for this season and see what arises for next season. If I think it's the time to change up, I will. If not, I won't. I just want to make the best, most entertaining video as possible, and I'd rather come third in a Force India than, well, you know, last in a Force India, because third is more realistic than last in a Force India, to be perfectly honest. But the way things have been going here, we haven't really done very good. This lap at least seems to be Rosberg and co pulling away. Hamilton, you know, Hamilton's not exactly, Rosberg's lost the position here. He was ahead of that other car, now he's behind him. So Rosberg having a terrible race. Luckily for us, that's what we wanted, but it's not exactly a fair fight. But then technically at the end of the day, nothing's fair, so yeah. So we just have to take the situations we're given here. Nice queue starting to form up behind us. Tyres are starting to go off. These super softs really do like to wear away. Obviously the Korean Grand Prix was the Grand Prix we had last weekend. I thought I was going to get it all wrong there, but yeah, so last weekend we had the Korean Grand Prix. Well, not much thrilling of races, to be perfectly honest. No, wasn't the Korean Grand Prix. What am I talking about? It's the Japanese Grand Prix. I'm getting everything mixed up, because normally I think Korea's after Japan, and I'm getting all mixed up. So Korean Grand Prix was a couple of weeks back. Japanese Grand Prix last weekend. The Korean Grand Prix, which I should be talking about, it wasn't the most thrilling race in the world, but I do think it's actually some of the bits were quite good in it. I mean, a lot of people not like it because Vettel won, but there were some good battles down the field, which is what I look for nowadays. Even if the Red Bull is maybe the fastest car, I'll look for just battles down the field, just to have my fingers crossed to have some good racing. I really like the battle between like Maldonado and Bottas through that race. It was really good. You need to make sure not to spin out the tyres, so just, you know, take it a bit calmer through the corners, don't push quite as much, and it just saves those tyres. I think it really helped me at Hungary. Hamilton trying to go up the inside there was never going to work. Bit sideways there, but not too bad, not too bad. All bit too deep into that corner, and now we've got this guy right on us. This lap's been pretty poor. Hamilton around the outside. I don't know why I keep complaining about it, that the AI do not really seem to have much issue with they don't seem to have much issues with tyre degradation. Wow, I didn't get DRS. I thought I was in the zone there, but obviously not. This would yet again give me some less points. Wow, I really took that corner bad that time. I misjudged it quite a few times now. Tyres are destroyed. We've got at least 1 lap of extra fuel to burn off, but I don't know why, but it's just like the last 2 laps before I pit, the tyres just like implode, and it's really annoying. Oh wow, literally no grip there, and hard to get it on around the corner and on the track. Raikkonen's a brave man trying to go on the outside there. Rosberg's still behind that car there. Oh my god, just hit the curb and it nearly just spun me out. I hate when this happens. I hate when it happens, but it happens. Like 5 seconds in 1 lap to Hamilton. I'm sorry, but tyres do not go off by 5 seconds in 1 lap. Whatever. I always complain about that sort of thing. I just need to stop and get on with the job in hand. Get on. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Get on with the job in hand. I think that's the right word. Well, I never know how to take that, so we'll just take it like that. So what cars we got coming in? Sauber. Is that a Red Bull? I don't know. Ooh. Actually, no, it wasn't a Red Bull, was it? It was a Williams, I think. Yes, you got out. Well done, legend. Get out in front of these guys. That was risky, coming out in front of Perez like that, but and now they're going to DRS at the end of the straight as well. We've got fast fuel mixture for a bit. Our Perez coming in the pits, so at least we're in the points. I really need to be outscoring Rosberg now, so this is just about getting this car home in the points now. However hard that may be, that's what I need to do, and especially as it looks like Rosberg is not in a position to score points. We should be in a good position here. We should get up to about P4, I think, after the other cars pitted. But we'll see what happens. You can see there Rosberg, the blue dot on your mini-map. Still stuck up behind a load of cars. Don't know what on earth he's doing, but he's obviously doing something wrong. Bit wide there. It's going to be damaging the tyres every time I slide it, which is unfortunate. But I come into this race knowing that I wasn't going to enjoy this race, just because I don't like this track. And however much I dislike a track, I'm still going to have to do it in career mode and make the video. So I thought I'll just give it my best shot, and if I don't come out with anything, then it doesn't matter too much. But we're lucky, we are super lucky that Rosberg's having a bad race, because otherwise I can't see us getting anywhere near him in the championship here. It is weird how bad Rosberg has suddenly done, but Perez, that's perfect. Perez comes out there ahead of Webber. I think we'll have time to switch it out to that for a bit, and I think once Webber catches up, which he inevitably will, we'll start slowing everybody up. Looks like Hamilton's caught up behind someone. Once again, take that corner miserably. So I can see, actually, I'm sorry to break the action up here, guys, but I think, by the looks of it, Vettel has been caught by Hamilton. Go down here, there's Rosberg in 16th with 1 pit stop. Everyone's still racing, which is good. Chilton ahead of Bianchi down there. And I hope that everyone makes it to the finish, because I think there's been quite a few races where we've had accidents, but I suppose it's quite realistic. It's not really usual that we get all cars to the finish, but we'll see what happens. Could be some drama up ahead. Fingers crossed there is. So we obviously want to gain all the positions can, but we obviously know that Hamilton's in a much faster car and now he's challenging Vettel, so he's obviously gained a huge amount of time through the pit stops. His tyres will start to fade off at the end. Well, that is if the AI do suffer with tyre deg, which I'm not sure they do, but I'll tell you what, that's a much better line I just took there than the ones I've been taking previously, so take note, take note. I'll take note, you don't want to take note because that's probably the worst line possible, but it felt a lot nicer. And what did I say? Perez and Webber now right up behind me. And I think Perez is going to pit and release Webber right into my path. And that time's just sublime. I don't think I'm going to ever get anything near that. 1.6 or so seconds slower than Alonso's fastest lap. Alonso really, you know, slaughtered Vettel in this race. Vettel lost a lot of time through the pit stops. Perez is just doing the maximum troll at the moment. He's just not stopping. I swear they said that he had to stop in the next couple of laps, so he's just trolling him. I can't actually see what tyres is he on. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Apparently Perez has stopped. I don't know why they told him. Why are they telling me that he was going to stop again? I don't understand. Sometimes it confuses me. But you can see there Alonso's got a good lead. Hamilton right at the back of Vettel. So Perez actually is a good buffer here, because if he's not going to pit again, but the team says he is, he can actually hold them up, because by the sounds of it he's pitted earlier than everyone else, because that's why his tyres are struggling. I guess that's why the team think he's going to pit again. So that's a good thing for us. He can hopefully hold up the rest, because the AI don't really like to overtake each other. They don't mind overtaking real people, but they don't like overtaking themselves. Looks like Vettel's got a tad of a gap over Hamilton there in front. I'm looking forward to seeing where I am in relation to Rosberg this next race. As I said earlier on in this video, I did come to this race not expecting really much, as I don't really like the track. I just don't understand how it flows. You can't really, I can't personally ever get it right, but I'm sure lots of you guys can. Just too much tyre wear for me. It's just crazy. I don't know, I didn't really notice it in real life, but I guess we did have a couple of people, or Perez actually, locking up and getting a puncture because of it, which is a bit outrageous, as he said himself. Outrageous that he got a not a penalty. It's outrageous that his tyre exploded because he won lockup. But obviously lockups don't just suddenly appear. You end up, you know, braking too hard because of one reason, you know, driver skill or avoiding an accident or whatever. So I don't know whether we can blame Pirelli or not. We can always blame Pirelli, I guess, because it's an easy thing to do. But whether that was actually Pirelli's fault, I don't know. They were asked to bring in entertaining racing and tyres that would provide that, and I suppose they have. It's not necessarily fun in this game, having a huge amount of tyre degradation, but you know, it's realistic what happens in real life, so we'll have to stick with it. We'll have to learn from it. I think a couple of people are starting to release setups for how to reduce tyre degradation. So if you type that into your search bar on YouTube, I'm sure you'll find some sort of setup to help decrease tyre degradation. Whether they actually do or not, or do not, I have not looked, so I cannot tell. But if you watch the videos for yourself, try them out. Yeah, maybe let me know what you think, if they actually work or not. Yeah, as I said earlier on in this episode, I have been thinking about Season 2, what I'm going to be doing. I could stick on this difficulty and maybe, you know, turn some of the assists off, or I could either go up a difficulty and stay on the assists I've got. I don't really know. I think a couple of people, I think it was, I'm sorry if I pronounced his name wrong, but Leon Ali, I think was his username, saying I could just turn off ABS and put traction control on medium or something, and I could do that. He said that would make it interesting, but I don't know, we'll see what offers I get from good teams. Looks like Perez, yeah, Perez in the pit lane there, and now Webber going to be starting to charge on us. I suspect that won't be too long before he's right onto us. There we go, much better there, much better. I haven't really been doing very well with that corner this whole race, but I did get it quite a lot better through that time. Hamilton and Vettel still, you know, going at it. Their tyres probably similar degradation. I think Hamilton's tyre, sorry, 1 lap older. Not sure whether that's going to make much difference though. I doubt it. You know, Vettel will probably be able to, you know, fend him off anyway. But we'll see what happens. Maybe Vettel will make a mistake or something, which could let Hamilton through. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I honestly thought, I just looked down at my curves bar and I thought it said it was broken. I haven't actually had anything break this year. You know, last year in 2012 you had like your curves break, DRS break, maybe fuel 3. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe not fuel, but I think it was definitely curves and DRS that you could like malfunction in the game. I should get some advice from Sebastian Vettel on how to drive some of these Asian tracks, because really I'm not very good at them, and him and the cars, the Red Bull car I should say, is very good around there. The mixture of them both definitely suits the Asian tracks towards the end of the year. We haven't done too badly here. That last lap there that was actually our fastest lap of the race. Pretty happy with that actually. We're not actually losing that much time from Hamilton in that lot now. I'll probably just like jinx myself now and we'll suddenly do really badly, but yeah, that was a nice last lap time there. 1:45, 3 laps to go now. It's hopefully going to be a nice finish to this race for me. Obviously don't want to end up with a puncture or anything. I don't even know whether you can get punctures like that, but I actually got a safety car in a race I did yesterday with a couple of you guys. I don't know whether anybody that was in that race is watching now, but I did a race with some subscribers. I got a safety car. I'm probably going to upload that at the weekend maybe, or maybe just sometime this week. I'll probably upload it just to show guys what a safety car, or show you guys I should say, what a safety car looks like, because honestly I'd never seen one in F1 2013. Then I got it and I was like, yes, I finally got it. Now I'm suspecting Rosberg's came into the pits and suddenly put on some very fast lap times. Oh, we're down to 19 runners here. Accidents down the field, I suspect. There's Rosberg stuck up behind another car. Should we see? Let's just see. I know it's kind of some people ask for this, so let's see who's retired. Chilton, Maldonado and Hulkenberg, who was in that group behind me, so that's a bit unfortunate for him. Rosberg not looking like he'll get points, but I don't know, maybe he might, I don't know. I doubt he's got the pace to do it, to be perfectly honest. I doubt it. He's a great driver, Rosberg, but don't think that he's going to be able to gain like 20 seconds in a couple of laps. That's where, I think that's the corner that Webber lost the 2010 championship. Pretty much, if he just scored in that race, he was pretty much handed, he pretty much had the 2010 championship if he didn't spin it off into that wall. But one mistake could cost you a championship, and that was pretty much it. Really disappointing for Mark Webber, as I think a lot of people do really like him, including myself. I think he's a really nice character for Formula 1. It's sad that we're going to miss him. And now I just remembered this on top of my head. It's a bit sad. I don't really want to end this episode on a sad note, so we'll just try and get this. I'll try and tell the story as best I can. But recently, I think it was, when you're watching this, it will be yesterday, we heard the news that Sean Edwards, a Porsche Super Cup driver who's currently leading the standings, has passed away in a car crash whilst helping out some drivers in Australia. Hopefully I got the details right there. So it's really sad. Some really big, you know, great drivers. You know, we had Maria De Villata a couple of days ago, and now Sean Edwards have sadly passed away, which is really sad for motorsport community, everybody that watches motorsport. It's really sad that this year in general has been quite a bad year for motorsport, and that's really sad for me, because this year I've been watching a huge amount of motorsport, and the amount of people that have sadly, you know, got involved in accidents or something else and then have, you know, passed away this year is really, really sad. And Sean Edwards was, I think, one of the few British guys in the Porsche Super Cup, and leading the championship. He was at the peak of his career, and it's really sad that that happened. He wasn't the person driving the car, by the way. From the articles I read, I can't confirm whether it's true or not, because obviously I wasn't there. But really sad news there, and yeah, it's really not nice news. For his family and his friends. Obviously, thoughts with them. But I don't want to end this on a sad note. I just wanted to tell you guys, because motorsport, I live and breathe it, and these things on like Autosport and various other news websites, you catch them and you really sort of sad to see them. These things happen, obviously, but I suppose motorsport is dangerous, but it's never nice to see someone injured or even pass away because of an accident in a car. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. But we're here in 4th position in Korea. Some strong challenge from the guys behind, in 14th position now. I think we've pretty much got this one in the bag. 4th position, that is. I think we finished 4th like 3 or 4 times this year. So that's well, it's quite funny because I've just missed that podium step. I think I drove quite well in this race, considering I'm not very good at the track. I probably could have done a bit better. I probably could have fended off Hamilton if I just, just really tried a bit harder, or learnt the track, I should say. It's probably a better term. Alonso wins the race in Korea, like he did back in 2010. I think he won it another year as well, but I can't remember. Probably didn't. I'm just being stupid. There we go. Final couple of corners. Final corner, and we finish. Not quite yet. Now we finish in 4th position in Korea. Nice stuff. That was a fun race. Well, it was more entertaining than I thought. It wasn't the best of races, but it was more fun than I thought. The rest of bringing home a couple of points as well, which is good. Nico Rosberg, our rival, down in 15th position, which was bad for him. Well, that wasn't the greatest of races, but we managed to get some more points, and now we are a couple of points behind Rosberg. Can we get that position? I don't know. Find out in the next episode, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Remember to leave a like if you did. But thanks for watching. It's been Axe, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.